Hey everybody, I am so happy that you are back. Oh, I hope that you've been having a great week and that you've been able to see my latest story, Wildflower. What a great story that was about a plan and a purpose and that you matter. And well, I have a new story today. It's kind of about the same thing, but I think it's more about trying to make us aware of how quick sometimes we are to make a judgment, to make an opinion about someone else that we haven't really had the chance or the opportunity to get to know. And we start listening to rumors, or we start making rumors about that person. Maybe we're afraid, right? Maybe they look different. Maybe they sound different. Maybe they do things differently than you, or wear different clothes, or they're taller, they have freckles, you don't have freckles. Maybe they have different color hair, or different color eyes, or different color shoes, we can make up a reason for everything to choose to treat someone poorly sometimes, or just ignore them. What's the reason why? Sometimes it's out of fear. Sometimes it's just out of not knowing what to do when you don't know someone and you're a little nervous. Well, maybe this story can help us out with that today, because I know I would feel really awkward if I started, say, at a new school, or in my case, at a new job, and okay, maybe I came in with a dress with sneakers on. No big deal, I love that. Or my big boots coming on. And someone's like, oh, wow, that's weird. And they didn't talk to me. What did I do? When I would love to have the opportunity to meet them. So let's see if we can get the courage to do the right thing and say hello. It doesn't mean you have to be best friends, It doesn't mean that now that's it. Once you say hello, you're stuck together like that until, I don't know, forever. It doesn't mean that. It's trying to encourage us to be kind, not be so quick to make an opinion about someone. Get to know them first. And maybe that rumors aren't the best thing to either believe or start. And I'm pretty sure this new kid doesn't have fleas, but by the look of it, I think they do. I think they think that kid does. They didn't even ask. They don't even know. Would they even know what a flea looked like? Good question. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can keep coming along on these fun learning adventures with me, where we get to hear stories and think about the things that we're learning from these stories. Maybe you can share the story. If you're interested in the book, please make sure that you go and check your local library, your school library, or you can order the books online or visit a bookstore, whatever you find most convenient for you. And hey, don't forget, I also do some other fun things on this channel too, and I'd love to have you come back. Please like and subscribe. Now, get yourself all cozied up and get ready to hear a story. And I hope that you don't start itching, because maybe this kid really does have fleas. And well, that happens too. And that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with them, but that's a whole nother story. So let's get started. The New Kid Has Fleas, written by Ame Dyckman and illustrated by Eda Kaban. Please forgive me if I've said those names wrong, but I wanted to give credit where credit was due. I'm not sure about the new kid. Uh-oh. Already it starts. In comes the new kid, and everyone's looking like, what? Huh? Who is this? Oh, but look at this shadow. I just noticed it. Do you see? That looks like a dog or wolf upside down. Is she? No. But think about that. Mom and Dad say don't stare, that I should put myself in her shoes, but the new kid doesn't wear shoes. and it's hard not to stare. Okay, I get that. She's doing something different that may not seem normal. And, well, I kind of get what he's saying, right? Especially during gym and music and lunch. Climbing the tree? Woohoo! Without shoes? Wow. Now, sometimes I do go outside without shoes. Molly tells everyone that the new kid has fleas. I don't know if she does or not. I don't ask. Nobody really talks to the new kid, but she doesn't care. Well, I don't think she does. Now see right there. Let's talk about that real quick. It says Molly tells everyone that the new kid has fleas. That's a made-up story. Why? Because I don't know if she does or not. I don't ask. Well, I mean, I don't think it's proper for you to go run up to someone and say, do you have fleas? Molly says you have fleas. Do you have fleas? I don't think that's right. But someone just made up a story, and this person doesn't even want to find out if it's true or not, because then they have another opinion about someone. Nobody really talks to the new kid, but she doesn't care. She doesn't care. How do you know that she doesn't care? Have you even taken a minute to ask how she was or what she was doing, or could you help her with anything? How do you know she doesn't care? I say, by looking at her face, we can kind of see she does look like it bothers her a little bit. But when it's only one of you and you have all of these people that aren't coming to talk to you, that can seem really hard to go and say hello to one person. But it's only one person that doesn't have anyone talking to them, and there's all these people. Could he come over and just say hello? Doesn't have to be a best friend. Sometimes I think we might forget that people have feelings, because it's so easy to come up with all these stories about them that's not even true. May not even be true anyway. Well, let's see if he could turn it around. I wonder who'll choose the new kid to be their science project buddy. I already chose Stuart, and Stuart already chose me. But our teacher says today the bowl will choose. We hate it when the bowl chooses. Stuart gets paired with Molly. Stuart looks like he just ate a squirrel too. I'll be okay, as long as I don't get paired with... Oh no! Can you tell? Who did he just get paired with? Yes, the new kid that has fleas. Maybe or maybe not. We have to work on our project after school. At her house. Uh-oh. Things are changing very quickly. I wonder what Stuart will say at my funeral. Funeral? His fear is creating a story. And his story seems pretty scary. The new kid's parents are home. Her brothers and sisters too. I'm going to hop in here and just make sure that we all understand this is just a story, right? And we know that because these are just hand-drawn pictures. And I want you to remember this. If you are ever asked to do a project with someone and it's after school and they invite you to your home, please make sure that you check with your parents or your guardians, whoever those might be, and make sure that they are okay with and know where you are going, okay? And just make sure that you give them the address or you tell them, make sure, okay? Just now we're going to go back into the story. Her little brothers and sisters. I'm not so nervous about the new kid's house anymore. Until, oh, he was having so much fun. Look, here she is. And he said, these are her brothers and sisters. And he's having so much fun with them. And the mom and the dad are watching until snack. Oh, what was she chasing? A squirrel for snack? He's got a sandwich, but I guess he's saying that she's chasing a squirrel? It's not bad. Things are different here. He's asking for the bathroom. I just go with the flow. We start on our project. Turns out the new kid knows a lot. Wow. Oh, she's pointing up at the moon. Is that trying to say because you thought she was like a wolf or something? I'm not sure. Oh, wait. They are working on a science project. Looks like a moon. And she's funny. Funnier than Molly or any of us knew. We make a good team. Look at them having fun, laughing. Oh, the brothers and the sisters are running around. But I didn't see a single flea. I decide to tell Molly first thing in the morning. But Molly's not at school. Stuart says she's home with lice. Oh no! Oh, that happens sometimes. Not always fun. But it's pretty normal because it does happen. The new kid and I can't wait to share our project. Everyone loves it. Ahoo! Like they're howling at the moon. Especially us, because they were having such a great time. It's time to choose an art project, buddy. Stuart chooses me. Then our teacher says, we can work in groups of 3. Now I'm sure about the new kid. Now I'm sure about Kiki. And look what they're doing. They're painting such a beautiful scene. And she's inspiring everyone else to be part of it too, because they can see how great she is, because they're not looking at her anymore as a new kid. He got to know her name, because a kid has a name. And in this story, they hadn't even gotten to know her. Not know her name. They didn't know anything. And he was afraid based on what someone else just thought up about her. And he gave her a chance. Well, you know, the bowl chose him to. And well, I'm thankful that it chose him because he got to go. And did you see what all his fears made up about her in his own mind? And was any of it really true? No. I know they were showing it as a family of like wolves, and the mom and dad and all the brothers and sisters were there. And well, I guess because he was so afraid, they let us see it like that. Because sometimes when you get to know someone, it is true. They have different ways of doing things as a family. Maybe some people don't eat at a table. They have a low table on the ground and they have cushions and blankets around it and they sit around a table. Or maybe people like to go outside and eat outside where you usually sit maybe at a dining room table. Some people don't have dining rooms and they don't have a fancy big table like that. And sometimes they might sit in the TV room or whatever it is. It could look very different than what you're used to. Does it mean that they're absolutely 100% wrong and crazy? No, it just means sometimes people do things a little differently. Does it mean that you now have to start doing it the way that they do? No, it doesn't mean that either. If it's something that your family's used to and that's what you do, you can continue doing that. So just because you accept someone in doesn't mean that you have to change everything about yourself to make it more like them. Let that be. Just be a friend. Don't be so quick maybe to listen to rumors. Get to know someone. Ask them their name. Everyone has a name because they matter. And if you know about this story, you'd understand. If someone says that they're just a weed in that garden, you can say, no, they belong here. Let's say hello. Anyway, this was kind of a fun story for us to be able to look at and make sure of how we react and what could we do differently. Can you do something differently this week? If you see someone, yeah, you're going to have to take a risk sometimes. And maybe your friends are going to be like, what are you doing? If you go and talk to that person, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. That's a big decision, isn't it? And those are probably big feelings that you might feel. But you know what? I believe in you, and I know that you care about how other people feel. And remembering that just saying hello and giving a smile, or if someone falls and you just give them your hand and help them up and you run on your way, you can make a big difference. I know it. Tell me about how you decided to help someone this week. Or maybe you're not deciding yet to do that. And that's okay. You're processing it. You're thinking about it, right? Good for you. Well, anyway, I'm glad that you were here. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.